was all said and done? We'll start with an opening segment from Coach.
Just an unbelievable performance by our team. A lot of heart, a lot of gut. Told them at halftime, we didn't prepare this week to play 30 minutes. We prepared to play 60, and I thought that was a dominant fourth quarter. I thought our physicality took over. I thought our mentality took over. Just really proud of our locker room. I said it on Monday. I said it, press on Wednesday. The passion of this game, I felt it all the way through. It meant something to us. Okay, even Nick Anderson said, Coach, this game just means a little bit more. So that's what we said. Let's just give a little bit more. Effort, strain, focus, discipline, execution. And our guys went out there and made big plays. Really proud of Robbie Ashford, our offensive line. Defense is completely lights out in the red zone. Special teams phases. Just really proud of our football team. It's a tremendous win.
Jake, you've been worried about the lack of explosive plays on offense. You got the flea flicker, and does the 50-yard fumble recovery count as an explosive?
That will be a green check mark on the explosive plays. Sometimes in this game you just need the ball to bounce your way. And, Carlos was there to obviously pick that one up. Great call by Rob. We had a couple trick plays in the bag just in case we needed to go out there and make an explosive play. And, I think you saw this offense not fully clicking, but when they needed it, there was tough, aggressive runs. Robbie, once again, when he saw daylight, I thought he was great. Cleaned up the ball security from the first half. Just really proud of this whole team.
In terms of effort plays, Carlos picking up the ball and then doing what he did, but I'm sure this will be a fun film session moment.
He was the human shield. I just talked to him. I think he blocked 8 guys. One of their guys quit on the outside. It was just incredible to watch. But that is what, Carlos gets his name in the paper. Sawyer makes the play. Offensive line, tremendous. Just a lot of those type of efforts, I think, that makes us our team. That's our identity. The built-in-the-dark mentality, but also just doing the extra things so your buddy can make that play. I think it says a lot about this football team and what a great win.
What did you feel when you walked out there and saw the flag?
It started in the Deke walk. I could feel a difference. I could feel the energy. I could feel the stadium. We're still a little bit off at deafening, and we will get there, right? But I know this. If you're in the Triad, if you're from Winston-Salem, you should be proud of this team. If you're a Wake Forest alum, you should be really proud of this team. This is a gutty, gritty team that just keeps coming to work and keeps doing their job. It's just fun to be their coach. Once again, I get way too much credit. The leadership on this team is phenomenal. The toughness on this football team is phenomenal. And it doesn't just happen on Saturdays. I get to see it every day, and it's really special.
Jake, what about the 2 block field goals?
You guys, watch the film. Our field goal block team is a problem, right? And it's not by accident. It's by sheer effort, will, technique. Coach Witt's phenomenal, and Coach Callaghan and how they coach it. And our guys believe that they're going to make a play and they're going to affect the game. And a lot of other people don't. So we just been tremendous in that area. We found a weakness we felt we could exploit on their right side. We went out there and did it. There's probably 3 guys that could have blocked that one. I'm just proud. Those are the little moments I'm talking about. In tight ball games, you got to come up with those type of plays. Our guys continue to do it. Nobody flinched. I thought we were a little tight coming out the gate, just feeling the moment a little bit. I thought we were relaxed and played like ourselves, especially late in the game.
Jake, UNC didn't really get big chunk plays, but they moved the ball down the field a little bit early on, converted 3 out of the first 4 third downs.
Yeah.
It seems like as the game wore on, your defense just really locked them down. What was the change, and how did that evolve throughout the course of the game?
I will say our defensive players never panic, and it comes from coaching. Coach Hayes has a great game plan. Our guys go out there and execute it. They know sometimes, those plays, it was just leverage and angles. We're not going to let the ball over the top. We had a couple opportunities maybe where they could have hit us on some things. That's a bad screen fits that we got to clean up. But other than that, we affect the passer. Our guys rally. They communicate at an elite level. And I think that's what you're seeing in all 3 phases, the coverage, the rush, everything working together. And this is one of the best defenses I've been with.
Late in the first half, Aiden Hall was flagged for a late hit. And then it seems like on the 3rd down play to start off the second, he made a tremendous hack. Did you tell him to go out there and kind of make up for that?
Aiden, I love Aiden. He's got a strong passion to play this game. He's a tremendous teammate, great leader. Just got too emotional in that moment, right? And he saw that he made a penalty that ended up costing us 3 points, right? So I got an option. I can go in there and I can yell at him and I get him all stirred up, and then he's thinking about it the rest of the game, or just say, hey, get back to the next play. I got your back. You're going to come out there and you're going to make a big play. And that's what he did, and that's what he continues to do. There's a lot of Aiden Halls on this team that have just played tremendously well, that are just getting better each and every day, and that's why we continue to get better as a football team.
You said in the summer it didn't take long for you to learn how much the Big Four meant to Wake Forest fans. To get your first Big Four win, what does it mean?
Yeah, this one in particular just felt different than the first one, just from our people. And Bob McCreary was in the locker room. It was just tremendous. A lot of our alumni, I think it's big. I think it's a momentum builder. We talked a little bit about, let's make some people in the state respect the WF. And I don't take that lightly. I think our guys wanted to go prove who they are, and I think they went out and showed that. And I think it's a big pride thing. We're a football school. We're gritty. We're tough. We can do it at a big time level. Our guys always felt that passion of this football game. And I think having the Big Four is awesome. It's something new and completely different to me. I'm used to a one-on-one rivalry. So in 2 weeks we got another one of them, right? That's playing really good football. So just excited about our football team and controlled aggression. There's some moments, right? It was emotional at the end. It was physical at the end. But our guys played, I thought, with controlled aggression for 4 quarters.
Pardon me for not knowing recruiting schedules fully, but how quickly do you get on the phone and remind recruits of what the score was?
I don't know. Right now, I'm not thinking about that. We got 4 OVs here that I expect good news on tomorrow. Okay, it's always a little bit easier when you win football games. I just think changing the perception. It's funny, Josh. I know summer OVs, we're just talking about, hey, stay with us. We're just starting a program. We're going to be building it. And now it's okay, we're way ahead of schedule, which is fun. But sustained success is really difficult, especially in today's college football, right? There's no secret. Everyone in the country is going to be scouting our guys. Right, that's just where it happens, right? And we're creating such an environment that these kids want to be here, that they created, that they are a part of. And I think that's the biggest part about Wake Forest and what we're doing. These guys own it. We got to be player-led to the finish, and this was a good start on that 4th quarter.
John pointed out to me earlier tonight during the game that with this win, you're now the winningest first-year coach in Wake Forest football history. And obviously the path is right in front of you now to potentially finish 9-3.
Oh, easy there, Les. Easy, buddy. Easy.
You talk about being ahead of schedule. When you took over the job in mid-December and started putting this thing together, could you have envisioned something this fantastic of a start?
Yes. Okay, and I don't say that in jest. I knew it was going to be hard. I knew it was going to be difficult. But when you have the right people, there's a lot of things that are possible. Right, and I felt the support from day one, from the Board of Trustees, from our university, from our athletic director, John Curry. That gave us an opportunity. Our boosters rallied the moment we got here. That made this moment possible, and we just went to work and just found a bunch of the right people. And it's hard in today's world, and we're changing the bar. We're changing the expectation. I think that's awesome, but that's why we talk about built in the dark. You got to stay there. You got to stay there, even through this success. This was another growth moment. Right after SMU, we came out and just flopped. Right, we had a great game last week against Virginia, and we came out here and played the way we were capable of playing. That's another huge step for our team. And now we're going to have, all you guys say that we should just beat Delaware and all this stuff. I got to talk about rat poison and getting after them. And so all that stuff's coming too, right? So I'm just excited about where we're at, to your overall point. Really proud of this team, and we're capable of whatever we work towards.
Jake, going back to the question about the recruits and the recruiting, when this started, you made it clear that this was, in your eyes, this was not a transition year just because it was a change in coaching. Do you allow yourself now to look at the recruits and say, told you so, I told you we were here?
No, it isn't about the recruits. It's about the seniors to me. That statement was always about the seniors, to Nick Anderson and DeMond and George Sell and Hazen and QB. That statement was about, guys, I'm not just here to say, hey, let's wipe this season and let's just build fresh. I respect those guys. Those guys were tremendous players, and we're going to build around them, and they're going to be part of setting the foundation. And I think that set the tone right away for their approach to it. And really proud of those guys. Next week is senior night. We're not going to get into that today, but we got 30-some seniors that are going to be playing their last game in a Legacy Stadium. The same challenge on Monday I'll have at the press conference to fill that stadium and just honor what these guys are doing. It is unbelievable. what these players are doing.
Did you come into the day knowing that you were going to play Robbie the whole time, or was it just simply riding the hot hand and see how it goes?
No, we did. I thought Robbie, through the course of the Virginia game, and then obviously practice this week, was going to give us the edge. He continues to find ways. It's never perfect, and yeah, there's some throws you wish he had back and some reads, but what I love is his toughness. He's playing the way he's capable. He's put it out on the line, and it's just great to see, our guys rally around him, So it's been a journey. But proud of that kid and proud of how tough he is. I think he showed that too in the fourth quarter once again, that he's willing to do whatever it takes to win.
Putting aside the fumble, does it make you a little nervous when you see Robbie charge ahead and put his head down and his shoulder pads down to take that contact instead of just hitting the ground?
No. I mean it. Like all the way back to Kennesaw, which feels like I remember this room after Kennesaw State, right? No one was talking like this, Les. But like he was sliding and run out of bounds, and we just had to talk and we got to play the way you're capable of playing. And I think he's really figured that out, and he's done it through a lot of adversity, from the knee at Georgia Tech, from the thumb at Virginia Tech. He just kept fighting. Demond. I mean, how many injuries has Demond been through this year? And keeps fighting, right? Our offensive line. I mean, George Sty goes down. Clinton Richards was a man on deck. He hadn't played in 8 weeks. Kept fighting. So really proud of our whole team, and I think that's the spirit of what it means to be a Demon Deacon.
You guys good? All right.
All right, thank you guys.